Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are talking all about the best of the best skin tints. In particular, now that it is summertime, I've been going back in my foundation drawer and not just trying new skin tints that have come out recently, but also going back into like last year's skin tints that I was using, and I'm here to bring you my top 5 skin tint picks. I have luxury, I have affordable, I have with SPF, without SPF, and with slightly different levels of coverage and shine, and I cannot wait to show you my top 5, discuss their similarities and differences, and tell you why I love them. So if you're excited for today's video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up, and let's go ahead and get started. I'm not going to mention these in any particular order, by the way. I'll tell you their benefits and their downfalls, if you will. And the first one I'm going to talk about is a pretty luxurious one, and that is the Eldridge Seamless Skin Enhancing Tint. This is the packaging of it right here. It has a flat side on this side to lay like this, and this sunscreen I believe is the most expensive one of the ones I'm going to talk about today, sitting at $49. You can buy this one on the Eldridge websites, and I believe you can also purchase it at Selfridges. The shade that I use of this one and that matches me to absolute perfection during winter time is the shade T6. So you're going to see that now that it's summertime, the application looks a little odd at first, even though it ended up looking really good because my skin is just a little darker than this skin tint is at the moment. But during winter, this on my face was absolute perfection. On their website, it says the unique hybrid formula of enhancing skin tint works to seamlessly even tone, lift shadows, tone down redness, and boost luminosity. Think your skin during its best day. And I gotta say, this skin tint does look incredibly natural on the face. It does cover all of my redness, whether my rosacea is flared or not. I have tried it with very red cheeks, or in the case of my application today, my skin is doing pretty okay. I still have rosy cheeks, but it's not super red. Anyways, the coverage on this one is probably the best coverage out of all 5 of the skin tints I'm going to talk about today. So if you're looking for a skin tint that feels very lightweight, this one is pretty watery, liquidy. It sinks right into the skin, and that has a good medium coverage that will fully cover your redness. This is probably going to be the best way to go. And now that it's summertime and that it's a bit more humid out, I can wear this one for extended periods of time and it does not dry out my skin. However, during the thick of winter, when my skin was very dry and I put this one on, again, this is me having desert dry skin, I felt like at the end of the day, my skin wasn't looking as good as it could. It was looking a bit too matte, a little dry around the mouth area in particular, but that was again during the thick of winter, the driest skin ever, and only at the end of the day. So I do highly enjoy this one in particular now that it's summertime and that I can wear it forever and it never gets dry on me. If you have desert dry skin like I do, that is the only thing to watch for. But if you have normal combination skin or even oily, you are absolutely going to love this one. It is phenomenal. And I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but this skin tint does not have SPF. Let's go ahead and move on to a skin tint that does have SPF on it, and that is this one right here from Supergoop. This is the Supergoop Protect Tint, and it claims to have an SPF of 50. This one came out around spring to summertime last year, and ever since it did, I gotta say, I have been pretty satisfied with it, pretty in love with it. I reach for it quite often. I've reached for it basically during all seasons since it came out, and it always works fantastically well for me. When it comes to texture, this one is a bit thicker. I think it's the thickest one I'm going to talk about today, but not thick in a suffocating sort of way. It feels pretty lightweight on the skin still. It's just more of a creamy formula rather than a liquidy formula. This one is $44, so a little bit less expensive than the Eldridge one, but still in the 40s. And the shade that I used in this one is 24 Neutral, which I really love, and it kind of works for me all throughout the year. During winter, I get a little paler than this shade, but I like to still bring my color up, if you will. This one has a beautiful medium coverage. This one also fully covers all of my redness even if my rosacea is a bit more on the flared up side. I don't think that you can build it up more than a medium coverage, but it has a really nice medium coverage to it. It is hydrating on the skin. It has a beautiful glowy finish, and I believe the glowy finish in this one does last all throughout the year. I also am here to tell you though that if you have combination skin or oily skin, I have heard combination and oily skin people say that this one works for them, so don't be scared that it has a glowy finish. It's still a very long-lasting sunscreen, and it's a pretty popular skin tint. This one won the Allure Award in 2024. In the highlighted ingredients on the Sephora website, it says it's got ectoin, which defends against oxidative stress caused by blue light radiation and pollution. It has hyaluronic acid, which is going to balance skin moisture levels and hydration, and the SPF 50 to protect against UVA and UVB rays. Now, even though this one has a very high SPF, remember you have to put on a lot of sunscreen in order for the SPF to actually work properly, so I would still suggest layering some more SPF under it if you are planning to be out in the sun. Next, one that came out a few months ago and that I have been truly loving ever since I tried it, and that is this one right here from Makeup Forever, the Makeup Forever Super Boost Skin Tint. This one does not have any SPF in it. It is a moisture boosting skin tint, and it retails for $36. The shade I have of this one is shade 04, which works really wonderfully for me, in particular during summertime. When it comes to coverage, this one is not going to have as much coverage as either one of the ones I mentioned first. This one has a truly light coverage to it, and it is able to cover my redness when I have minimal redness on my face, but if my rosacea was really flared up, it is not going to cover the spot in which my rosacea is very flared up. I would have to build something else onto it in order to get that covered, because this does not go up to a medium coverage like the Lisa Eldridge or the Supergoop one. This one really truly does stay on the light coverage side of things. Now, something I absolutely love about this one is the fact that it is an extremely lightweight skin tint. It absorbs right into the skin, it dries down to a beautiful natural finish, and it feels like you're not wearing anything on the face. If you want to have that I'm not wearing any makeup sensation, this is probably the one to go for, because it truly feels like nothing on. It is so lightweight, so natural looking. It still has a pretty long lasting power to it, which is very impressive. I really love it. On the Sephora website, it says it's a hydrating and plumping skin tint with a buildable sheer to medium coverage. It is buildable, but it doesn't get to medium in my opinion. It leaves skin radiant, healthy skin finish with a non-oily feel. I do agree with all of that. It is perfect for dryness and dullness. I can also attest for that. Although with this one, I can't attest for oily skin people, but I know combination skin people can absolutely use it and just kind of powder the center of their forehead, and it works well for them. In highlighted ingredients, it says it's got polyglutamic and hyaluronic acids to hydrate and visibly plump skin, and grapefruit extract, which promotes healthier looking skin by helping to improve skin's quality. If you ask me which one of the 5 I'm talking about today is the most natural looking one, I would have to say it's the Makeup Forever one, because this looks like your skin but better. Truly, it doesn't even look like you're wearing much makeup, and it definitely doesn't feel like you're wearing much makeup. It is incredible, and if that's what you're looking for, I do highly recommend it. The next one I'm going to talk about is by far the most affordable skin tint I have in my top 5, and it is from Nyx Cosmetics. This is the NYX Buttermilk Glaze Soft Glow Skin Tint. This one claims to have an SPF of 30, and I have mine in the shade Cashew Butter, which works like absolute perfection for my skin tone. This one is only $16, so if you want the most affordable but still pretty great skin tint, this is definitely the way to go for you. This one has a beautiful glowy finish, and it is still on the long-lasting side, but I wouldn't say it's as long-lasting as the ones I talked about previously. However, I still get a good 5 to 6 hours out of this one, looking pretty flawless. Coverage-wise, this one is on the light side. Again, if my rosacea is very flared up, this will not cover a lot of redness, but it does cover the redness if it's just kind of like a light flush. In the demo, you see that I did have a bit bit of pink on my cheeks, and it successfully covered that. So if it's minor redness that you have on the face, this one definitely has you covered. But if you have a lot of redness to cover, then this is not going to be your best bet. Besides that, it has a beautiful glowy finish to it, and it's not the thinnest tint, but it's also not too creamy. It kind of dangles right in the middle as far as the creaminess of it is concerned. On the Ulta website, it says you'll be looking better than ever with this 93% skincare tint infused with shea butter, mango butter, and niacinamide. So those are the highlighted ingredients for this one. Get glowing glazed donut skin, SPF 30, perfection in a skincare based formula that wears for up to 12 hours. I don't think it wears that long, but it wears long enough, and it does maintain its glowy finish all throughout the day. I don't, however, think it looks oily or that it gets greasy looking or anything. It just has that beautiful skin glow to it, and it honestly performs pretty well. For $16, this is an absolute steal, and I really love it. Highly recommend it if you're looking to stay within a lower budget. Time for the fifth and last of my top 5 best skin tints to own and to have and to wear. And the fifth spot, and again, I'm not doing any particular order, I just left this one for last because it's the one I'm wearing today. The fifth spot goes for the new Merit Beauty The Uniform Tinted Mineral Sunscreen SPF 45. I truly had very low expectations about this Merit skin tint. I saw that it had only mineral sunscreen on it, and I was like, that's definitely going to have a white cast. It's going to feel suffocating, it's going to be annoying to put on, and it's going to have zero coverage. And boy, was I wrong about most of that. So don't rely on this one once again for your SPF coverage, because you're not going to end up putting a spoonful of sunscreen on your face when you apply this one. So make sure that you do SPF under it still. However, for a skin tint that only has mineral SPF in it, mineral SPF, I'm a mineral SPF hater, okay, keep that in mind. Mineral SPF, in my opinion, feels pretty suffocating on the skin. In fact, I didn't even know that the Supergoop one had mineral SPF in it until I filmed this video. I thought it had chemical SPF in it from when I reviewed it last year. Anyways, mineral SPF, in my opinion, and I was wrong about that, feels very suffocating on the skin. The mineral SPF sunscreens I have tried have a lot of a white cast, and they feel very heavy on, and like your skin can't breathe. And so I kind of had attached all of those annoyances to this Merit skin tint, and this actually feels really good on the skin. It feels like you're wearing a very hydrating moisturizer. It doesn't feel suffocating, in my opinion. It has your skin looking beautifully natural and pretty glowy all day, and the biggest surprise came truly when I applied it and it covered my redness. That I never saw coming, okay? This, I would say, has a light to medium coverage. It doesn't cover as much as the Supergoop and the Lisa Eldridge one do, but it covers more than the Makeup Forever and the NYX one do. So it kind of sits in the middle in that respect. I, for myself, got shade 22. I think shade 24 would also have worked and just have been a little bit lighter. This one is a little bit darker than my complexion at the moment. See how my face and my chest is a little lighter, so I could have gone with shade 24, but I kind of like to be a little bronzier, so who cares. 22 works for me as well. The retail price of this one is $38, and it's described as a light as air, non-comedogenic tinted mineral SPF that provides a broad spectrum UVB protection with a sheer buildable coverage for a natural finish. And I can honestly agree with all of that, in particular the light as air thing, because again, it feels really good for something that has a high SPF in it. Highlighted ingredients are, of course, the zinc oxide for the sun protection, and then it also says it has final natural powders which visibly smooth and blur skin, and lightweight emollients for a soft velvety finish. I can agree with the description. To be honest with you, I was very impressed with this one. It does not get super oily on me throughout the day. I feel like if you have up to combination skin, you can totally make this one work for yourself. I do just kind of set with a little powder powder in the middle of my forehead just because I don't like to be shiny there, and call it a day. It has a pretty long staying power for me, and my skin feels hydrated all the way to the end of the day with this one. It always looks glowy and healthy and hydrated. It never dries out my complexion, which I really love. So I was pleasantly surprised, and I have used it a ton since I tried it just a couple of weeks ago. I've been reaching for this one almost every day. So if you were considering it, I do like it and I highly recommend it. And so these were my top 5 favorite skin tints for summertime or any time of year. Honestly, if you are into skin tints and lightweight natural looking makeup, you can absolutely go for these any time of year. I certainly often do. I really hope that you guys liked this video and that you found it helpful. If you're interested in any of these sunscreens, please shop for them using the links I left you down in the description box of this video, or you can shop for at least 4 of these in the tagged products on the screen. I don't think I'll be able to tag the Lisa Eldridge one. Anyways, look for the link in the description box, as well as all of my discount codes and all of that you can always find down there. If you guys liked today's video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up before you leave. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye. Hey. Hey.